Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chrissy and this is Mrs. Newlywed Money. And on this channel, I'm transparent about how my husband and I work to organize our money and work to achieve our financial goals. I'm also the owner of Boss Woman Budgets, where I help ambitious women align their money with their dreams. If that is something that you're interested in, please continue to keep watching and subscribe to this channel. All right, guys, today I am going to be cash stuffing the first check of March. I'm going to prioritize putting money into our savings challenges. So you'll see a bulk of that there. Hopefully we've already catch my cash planning video. So I'm going to go ahead and cash stuff the amount. All right, total that we'll be cash stuffing today is a whopping $17.45. The first thing we do always is to go into our savings and investments binder. And since I'm going heavy on the savings challenges, I am going to kind of breeze through this a little. I do want to point out that I did go ahead and put in the placeholders for my investments here. So total contribute up until now is $14.40 for 401k. For my Roth, a total of $3,600 for year-to-date contributions. A total of $400 for my husband's Roth contributions. Husband's Roth is getting $50 today. So a total of $450 in total contributions. Nothing for RSUs. Bridge Brokerage is getting another $50, which will bring a total of $275 for contributions for the year. I'm not putting anything in my son's investments, my godson's investments. I'm going to skip back to our savings. And today I'm going to be putting $25 into Bean savings. And total in Bean savings is, let's see, $11.95 in the bank, plus 20, 40, 60, 81, 5, 10, 15, 25, plus 125 equals $13.20 total in his savings account. In my savings, I'm putting $25 for me. So total now in my savings is $12.90 plus 20, 40, 60, 81, 5, 10, 15, 20 plus 120 equals $14.10 in my savings. And then hubby also gets 25. So total here is $12.80 in his account, plus 20, 40, 60, 81, 5, 10, 15, 20, plus 120 is $1,400 in his. All right, guys. I am not putting anything in my godson savings today. I feel like I stuffed them quite a bit last month. And their goal isn't immediate. I'm just working to save just to have something to gift them for when they go to college or turn 18. Moving on to my low priority, I did want to ask you guys how you all feel about those tariffs and the potentials of the economy. If I'm being honest, I am not nervous about the changes that are happening because I feel like we've built a system. It's just at how much mindfulness should we have about it, and then how much preparation. I'm working to find that balance. So overall, I feel like we have some pretty good habits kind of built. So I'm not necessarily worried about if anything were to potentially take a hit, but I just know that now is the time to pivot. So I would encourage you all to do the same as well. As we move into times of uncertainty, it's important to pull back on unnecessary spending and just try to hold on to a little bit more cash. Now, I know I've been doing a lot of research on what economists are saying, and everything is still kind of up in the air. So do not fall for the fear mongering or anything like that. Just do what you can, control what you can, work as hard as possible to pull back that unnecessary spending and to do your best at saving. 20, 40, 60, 70. Today is getting $20. So 20, 40, 60, 70. Wait, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90 plus 90. And so it's a total of $26,014 in our emergency fund. And we're slowly trying to get back up to 6 months of expenses there. Baby is getting $10. So total here is 1180, and the bank already 20, 30, 40, 50 in cash, a total of 1230 and a potential prep fund for that. PTO, which is my husband's PTO envelope, today it is getting 5. So total in his PTO fund is $13.95 plus 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80 plus 80. $14.75. Okay, I'm going to put $20 in car maintenance. In total, in-car maintenance is $100, $250, $70, $90, $290 in-car maintenance. Moving on to taxes is what's next on my cash planning sheet. And so today for taxes, I am going to add... Oh no, taxes is not getting anything today. I misread that. Vacation is next, and it's getting $100. So total now in vacation is $100, $200, $20, $30. $230, and I am going to take this on my trip with me and my line sisters, and that should cover the cost of the food and the fee that I am responsible for. That's it for this binder, and this is an A6 core that you can find in my shop. I absolutely love it. And then this is the dashboard from the Vivid acrylic binder. Instead of using it as a binder, I just use it as a dashboard. That is also in my shop. And then as well as this dashboard here for Proverbs 31, the wife of noble character. If you are interested, you can find them linked down below. In addition to that blinder, it also comes in this cocoa color or this peanut butter color. It is so beautiful. This is a great color of it with the sun shining right on it. This is probably my favorite. All right, moving on to groceries. I'm also going to pull out my wallet for this. This is the Flex Zip wallet. I'm going to pull out my wallet just to see what we have. All right, so I have nothing in groceries. Eating out, I have I have a little bit of money left over from eating out. Let's see. So total leftover for eating out is $20, $25, $30, $31, $32, $33 in eating out. So I am going to roll over $20 in my wallet and put the rest in my overflow binder. For spending, I am going to roll over these $4 in my wallet. For gas, let's see, gas, I have $3. I'm going to roll that over. Got a receipt I need to scan there. Household, now would be the best time to have like a dollar savings challenge. I have so many. For household, I'm just going to roll those $3 over for household. And then miscellaneous, looks like I have $2 here. I'm going to roll this over as well. And then these $3 that I had left over from gas, and put it right there. Okay, sorry about that. My microphone died. So this view looks a little different. I rolled over the $5 into miscellaneous. If you are interested, this wallet and these envelopes are available in my shop, bosswomanbudgets.com. All right, so I'm putting my wallet down and grabbing my spending binder again so I can do the rollover. And I'm going to stuff these envelopes only because I'm going out of town. So I want to make sure that I still budget for the money. But I technically won't need it until I get back. Okay, so today for groceries is getting $100 today. Here, let me make sure you guys can see. Perfect. Okay, groceries is getting $100. So now in groceries we have 110, 11, 12, 13, 14, 114 in groceries. Eating out fund. I'm rolling this over for eating out, and today it's getting 50. So total in eating out now is 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, $63 for eating out. Gas is getting a total of $40 today. So total in gas, I have 20, 40, 60, 80. That's more than enough. Household is getting $40. And total in household is 20, 40, 45, 46. I'm going to use this to get a couple toiletries for my trip. Today, I'm getting $50 in my personal. So now that brings me to $100 in my personal. And then my husband is getting $50. And that brings him to $100 in his personal spending envelope. And then beauty getting $50, and I have to get my hair done before I leave for my trip. So total in beauty is 50, 100, 150, 151, 152, 153, 154, which is right at enough for me to get my nails done next week and then my hair done this week before my trip. Okay. Anniversary is not getting anything. I'm going to skip all the way back to clothes. And so for clothes, I'm going to put $20 in here because I had to purchase some things off Amazon for my trip. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 is in clothes. I think I spent $60. Concerts is getting $20 in preparation for the Beyonce concert in July. Now it has $40. Family is not getting anything. Holidays. And you can get this tracker off my website. I have them in multiple different designs. But you can determine how much each one of the ornaments on the back is for. And for me and my budget, each one is worth $50. So I'm going to mark this off. And I am going to put $50 in there today. The goal is $1,200 for Christmas. Because that's about around the amount that we spent last year. And then holidays is $50. And that is it for my sinking funds or spending binder. All right. Now let's go ahead and move into our savings challenges. And at the beginning of the video, I told you I wanted to spend majority of the money towards savings challenges. So that's what that is there for. And in general, I just feel like I was just a little behind in the goal, and I'm using the savings challenges to keep me on track for my overall annual goal. So I wanted to do what I could there. All right, so this binder you can find in my shop, minus the divider there. But I do sell this 2025 dashboard as well as this flat acrylic binder. It's called the Vivid Flat Acrylic Binder. All right. And the savings challenge this is by Paychecks and Prayers. My friend, she has a YouTube channel, Paychecks and Prayers. Check her out. But this challenge is her monthly Friday challenge. And you can grab it on her Etsy, Paychecks and Prayers. So today I'm going to put $100, which is basically the full amount. And that feels amazing because the next one will stuff April. Okay, that's it for that binder. I'm going to swap it. And this one here is the Vivid Fluted Binder. And I sell it with either the gold rings or the black rings. This dashboard is from Princess Budgets and Simple Shops. It was a collaboration they did. I also have the 2025 in here. I also do sell these monthly envelopes. So if you'd like to do your savings challenges per month as well, you can grab that. And then I also sell these savings challenges that you see here. This is my monthly savings challenge. And the amount that I'm saving here is for a total of $5,000 by the end of the year. So today I'll be stuffing $125 for February. Trying to catch up there. So now we should have a total of $500 for February. 100, 200, 300, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80. Oh, I may have doubled this up already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 5, 10, 15, 25. 525. So it looks like somewhere down the line I overstuffed 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I'm going to pull that out and leave the 500 in there for February. I'm glad I caught that, because I was a little confused that I was over a little. Alright. Let's see. For March, I am also going to stuff 130 and 120. So let me go ahead and mark that off. So March week 1 and March week 2, 130 and 120. So 120, 120, 30. So 100, 200, 20, 40, 50, a total of 250 going into my March 5K savings challenge. And we are done with that savings challenge for today. The next one I'm going to touch is my Crafted by Coco. I did get this Crafted by Coco savings challenge out of her doggy bag. And I am going to go ahead and do the 55 for March, which is this one right here. So 55. And then also the 80 and 85. So 80 from February. 20, 40, 60, 80. That's around denominations. 50, 60, 70, 80. So add that here. $55 into this March one. And let's see, I did budget for 85 there. So let's do that one. 50, 60, 70, 85 as well. These envelopes are just a little small. Let me make sure this is in there right. Yeah. Let me mark off the 85. So that way in the next cash stuffing, I'll stuff the 30 and the 40. All right. That's it for this savings challenge. And then moving on to my 2K. And I have on here budgeted that I am going to finish off my February. Because we didn't get to that one. So total in February, 60, 40, 50. 60 plus 40 plus 50 equals 150. All right, and that will bring me to $200 saved for February in this savings challenge. Let's see how much I have left. 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20. $120 remaining. I'm going to go back to 5K savings challenge. And put the 120 for the second week of March. All right, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20. Added to the March in my 10K. That means we have one more week left to stuff for this savings challenge, which is so exciting because we are making some great progress there now that we've all catched up. All right, that is everything. I want to thank you all for joining me today on this cash stuffing for the first check of March. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me. Before you head out, please consider giving this video a like and leaving a comment, and consider joining by subscribing to the fam. All right, guys, love you. Bye.